All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully had a good Thursday. We are going to be busy tonight. We have got all kinds of stuff to break this evening. But before we get started breaking, we do have some information to go over. So let's go ahead and get rolling with that. If I can figure out, oh boy, there we go. My broadcast software had a little update today and it's moved some things around on me, so I'm still trying to find out what's where. Feedback 100% automated on eBay. I do that just simply so you don't ever have to wait on me. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get the same in return. And far more importantly, I want to say thank you. I appreciate you being here, spending part of your evening bidding and breaking and chatting and hanging out with me. We are taking a look now at breaks that are listed on eBay. This is what we're going to be breaking in the days ahead. So you notice that pretty much every night other than Sunday, we're at a 9 o'clock Eastern, 6 o'clock Pacific start time. I'm still not 100% convinced that I want to stick with that time. We may go back to 9:30, but I told a few of you I'd give it a go for a week or two, so we're still in that experimental phase. Tomorrow night, Leaf Autograph Baseball Bats. That is a new release product. It's due to come out tomorrow. There are 3 to a case, and we are going to open a full case of those. Top Series 2 Jumbo, another full case of those with silver packs. Base cards do not ship to the teams in the Series 2 Jumbo breaks, okay? They have their own separate bidding category for base cards with Jumbo number 2. Saturday is Legacy Football, and that's the last of the Legacy. So if you like that product, that's your last shot at it, at least with me, anyway. And in that particular break, Veteran Base has its own bidding spot. Rookie Base ships with Legacy, but Veteran Base does not. As always, anytime there are exceptions like that, you're going to find that information in the listing description, so you can always read that and kind of know what's coming up and what's going on. On Sunday, Noir Basketball, the 3rd and final case of it. Also on Sunday night, Flash Football, the 4th and final case of it. Monday night, we'll open more Luminance Football and more Finest Baseball. On Tuesday, we're going to open a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats Autograph Football jerseys, and we'll do a 3rd case of Top Series 2 Jumbo, which once again will be a situation where base cards has its own bidding category. Here's what you need to know about tonight. All 3 of our breaks are paid shipping breaks tonight. Noir, Luminance, and Finest. I think everybody will pull cards in Luminance and Finest. There is a possibility in Noir that you might end up not pulling a card for your team. If that happens, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It will have consolation cards in it, and it will automatically ship out when the rest of the break ships. Now, I'm planning on us breaking Noir, then Luminance, then Finest in that order. However, I need to check on something because at one point, I had a bunch of unpaid teams, like 5 or 6 of them in Noir. So let me see if those teams have subsequently been paid. If they have not yet been paid, then Noir is going to get pushed and we'll go to Luminance first. Which it looks like, looks like they have not been paid yet. We're sitting on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unpaid teams in there, and it totals quite a little sum of money. So that means, unfortunately, for those of you waiting on Noir, you're going to end up seeing that break go behind Luminance Football because we're unfortunately sitting on a big chunk of unpaid teams in there right now. That is a bidder that's known to me, so I'm not going to rush out to sell them right at this moment. I think hopefully the payment will come in between now and the time we finish Luminance. It does just mean that it's going to make it a little less convenient for everyone here. And, okay, we do have a team, looks like, that is unpaid here in Luminance as well. So looks like the San Francisco 49ers are waiting to be paid. Does anybody want the 49ers in Luminance Football? Their last bid amount was $37 and some change. So I need to try to find that a home. Hi, Tim. That right now is the unpaid that we're working on. There is potentially, I do think the teams in Noir basketball will eventually get paid. They're just not paid right now, so that's why we're going to switch up and do Luminance first. And Noir basketball will break second tonight as a result. Hopefully that'll come in the meantime. So the only unpaid we're really dealing with right now is for the 49ers and Luminance football. Hi, Redmond. Hi, Mark. Hi, Mickey. And Bonzo is here too. Hi, Bonzo. Hi, Darren. And Wes is here. Terrence. And Tori's here too. Hi, Tori. All right, so guys, the 49ers, yes, somebody want them? Bonzo wants them. Okay, Bonzo. Then here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to type in here for you the email that I use for PayPal. Now, guys, I don't use this for correspondence, and I don't check it very often. And when I do, I normally just sort looking for PayPal stuff. So if you need to correspond with me, that's not the email to use. But if you need to send me PayPal, that is the email to use. All right, so it looks like, Jason, I see you jump in and said you take the 49ers. I think Bonzo's going to take them is what it looks like here, if I understood that correctly. So Bonzo, if you can just let me know, please, sir, when you have PayPal taken care of. While you are doing that, I need to do a couple of little things on my end to get this all squared away and reflect the changes on the spreadsheet and that sort of stuff. Yeah, Bonzo, that'd be perfect. That is perfect. I'm not going to worry about the odd lot cents, and we don't worry about shipping in here. So there we go. Oh, did Tim call it? Somebody said Tim called it first. I'm sorry, I didn't see you say that, Tim. I did not see you say that. I am so sorry. I missed you on that. I owe you on that one, Tim. I apologize, man. I did not see it. I guess chat was moving too fast for my slow brain tonight. I saw you ask up at the top if there were people, if there were teams available, but I didn't see you jump in and say you wanted it, so I am sorry about that, man. Let me get the spreadsheet fixed here real quickly, if you'll bear with me. Working on it. Well, I keep hitting the key and it keeps not wanting to cooperate with me. Oh, brother. Okay. Give me just 1 second, guys. I'm sorry. I'm having a problem with my spreadsheet. It thinks I'm trying to type in a formula, basically, and so it's not wanting to cooperate with me at the moment. But now I think we've got it. Let me just highlight it so that I remember it and get in here and get the other order cleared out. And yeah, from now on, guys, don't take it personally, but I tell you what, we're just not going to be letting stuff ride anymore. I've had too many instances of not getting paid. In fact, just recently, just last week, I had somebody that I know that bids with me and has never had a problem with before, and they begged and begged and begged to let them keep their team, and I stupidly fell for it again. And then they stiffed me for over $100 in bids. So there you go. So that was it. That's where I decided, yeah, we're not going to let things ride anymore. So, unfortunately. All right. So, okay, yeah, I am sorry about that, Tim. I will definitely pay better attention the next time I do. Again, apologize for the oversight there on not catching you in chat. So I appreciate you guys, your willingness always to jump in there and help out, and I'm sorry that I missed that one. Okay, so as you know, we are rearranging things a little bit tonight, and Luminance is going to go first since we're sitting on a big chunk of unpaid teams yet in in Noir basketball, so we're going to take a look at it after we finish Luminance. So first up is going to be a 12-box case of 2019 Luminance football. It is a full case break. This is break number 3. Everything we're opening tonight ended tonight on eBay Tuesday night, the 13th of June. Team names, of course, are on the left-hand side, and our winning bidders are on the right-hand side. And the big second chance offer in there where the 49ers wasn't paid been reflected to update that Bonzo picked that one up by way of second chance in chat. So as always, we thank you for stepping in there and helping us out when we get stuck with stuff. All right, guys, let me just get one little thing done here, and we're going to be ready to go. Almost ready. Almost. I'm trying to make sure that I got, yeah. All right, there we go. We're good. Making sure I had all my ducks in a row there. So Luminance up first. If you are here for Noir basketball, we're going to check in on it again after we break Luminance, and we'll see where we are at that point. We had 5 or 6 teams, whatever I told you guys a while ago, sitting there we're waiting to get paid on, and hopefully that's going to come in after Luminance. Maybe we'll be able to break Noir in at that point. If you haven't opened Luminance before, it's a cool product. It's got a really unique design. The photos on it are, you don't really see them in any other kind of set from Panini. It's a pretty cool looking set. And in each one of our boxes, we have a pretty good number of hits. We end up with 3 autographs and 1 memorabilia card in each one of our boxes, and some of them are called next day autographs, and they're on-card autographs from our rookies, or draft day rather, not next day, sorry, that's a basketball product, a draft day autographs. And that, of course, is our favorite to find. And I do need to tweak our settings a slight little bit here so that it doesn't try to go all crazy zooming in and out and acting dumb when we want to look at these. So let's see what we can find. In the meantime, people in here that are rookies are going to be in their college uniforms. That means they're going to go to their current teams. If they were drafted, to the team that drafted them. If they were undrafted, to the team that they are most recently or currently associated with by way of rookie camp, mini camp, training camp, whatever kind of deals they may have signed. And one guy we have found in here, he doesn't have a home. His name's Kyle Klimt, and if we find him again, then we will use random.org to give him out. This is numbered to 275, and anytime we see the base card that's numbered where it is gold right there, that's going to mean to 275. So there's different color combinations that are set up according to how it's numbered. Wes is here too. Hi, Wes. You guys are busy in chat tonight. If I missed somebody, I am sorry about that. Michael's here too. We have A.J. Brown, and we get a draft day autograph up first. That is white ink, and A.J. goes to the Titans. There's another one to 275. And our second autograph's headed to the Dolphins. No, not the Dolphins. They have Myles Gaskin. Miles Boykin to 349. Let me double check him. Is a Raven. Myles Boykin, a Raven. I always see Miles, and I keep thinking, you know, that it's Myles Gaskin because we see him more often, but not the case there. Myles Boykin making an appearance. Is numbered, if you can see it, it's way up there at the top. It is numbered to 100. And there's another set in here that's to 100, and they're the black ones. They look like this, except they're numbered to 100. So both those and orange can be to 100. Not as much. The blue ones, anytime we see blue, it's numbered to 99. That's to 275. We may as well look at our last base card out of there. And then our relic comes out for the Kansas City Chiefs. So the Chiefs with a little Len Dawson relic to get things rolling tonight. And about our relics. We had one of our cases, we found 3 that had nice relics, multicolored relics. And then we had our last case where we only had 1 that was a multicolored relic. And I know some of you have reported to me from watching other breaks that in general, you're seeing them come out about once per case. So maybe we just got super lucky in that other case. I don't know, but we'll maybe be able to tell better tonight, hopefully. Wes, I would like to find, and Darren, you finally got your Kansas City Chiefs. All right, man. You're looking for Mecole Hardman or Pat Mahomes. Well, let's see what we can find out about that. Bryce Love. Whoops, that's numbered. Sorry, that was on the back hiding from me there. I looked right past it. It's to 275. Saquon for the Giants. And next up is Bryce Love. Bryce Love is a Redskin, numbered to 299. There's an example of one of them numbered to 100. That particular one is the Flash version, and of course Lamar Jackson. Riley Ridley, Chicago Bears, numbered to 349. And you said, Tim said, the guy I keep pulling in Leaf that's on the Saints. Oh man, if you hadn't asked me, I could have told you his name, and now like I cannot spit it out to save my life. There's one guy, we pull him for the Saints all the time. It is numbered to 99 for the Chargers. That's the blue version. It's to 275 for the Texans. Our relic is the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson. Oh, doesn't he have like a hyphenated name too? Why can't I think of that guy's name? Oh, that's killing me now. Because I know it. As soon as I see it, I'll be like, oh yeah, that was it. Oh, it's little Jordan Humphrey. There you go. There you go. Little Jordan Humphrey. That's who we pull out of the Saints most likely. When we pull a Saint, that's their rookie that comes out the most anyway. And hang on, you're asking me something else. You guys were asking me. You had something last night. Who are you talking about? The guy that we keep pulling in Flash? Oh, are you talking about the undrafted guy? Kyle Kempt? Now, I checked him just the day before yesterday, and he still showed completely undrafted, unaffiliated with anybody. Are you guys saying he's the one that has changed, and he's now affiliated with a team? Kyle Kempt? I say, is that after Foghorn Leghorn, by the way? It's numbered to 275. And next up for the Rams, Darrell Henderson in silver ink draft day autograph. Yes, all the cards are shipping in this break. So guys and gals, it will always tell you every single time. It will tell you in the listing description if there is a separate bidding category for base or veteran base or something doesn't ship. It's always going to tell you that in that listing description. To 275 for the Raiders. And there's Miles Boykin coming out one more time for the Ravens to 349. So maybe you guys are talking about Kyle Kempt. I'll have to catch back up on chat in a minute and see if that's the case or not, or if you're talking about somebody else. Trayvon Mullen Jr. He is a Cincinnati Bengal, and that is numbered to 349. No, he's not. No, he's not. Trayvon Williams is the Bengals. Sorry. Trayvon Mullen is a Raider. I know better than that. Trayvon Mullen is a Raider. Sorry. It's Trayvon Williams is a Bengal. Mullen is a Raider. I do always double check that stuff when I'm sorting, by the by. Nick Foles to 99, Jags. We have a little green to 49 for the Patriots with the newly retired Rob Gronkowski. Peyton Manning, Indianapolis Colts with a relic. And that box is finished up. I do like luminance. I just think it's cool. I like the photographs on it. It's just kind of an unusual looking set. I like that about it. Yeah, so you're talking about the guy that doesn't have a home. Then you're probably talking about the Kyle Kemp then. All right, so I'll have to go look back. I'll have to go back to NFL.com and check him out again then. Maybe there was a transaction that happened here in the last day or two, but I had not been able to find him showing up as affiliated with any team up to this point. So we'll have to check that out. And I think we're going to have points in here. We definitely are. I just see them. You know what that means. Yeah, we'll have to use random.org to give those out. It replaced one of our hits. Anytime you see a points card, it means it replaced a hit. So I use random.org and everybody gets a shot at it. We'll use that to assign it at the end of the break. Tony Pollard, Dallas Cowboys, and that is in some white ink. So there's white, there's silver, gold, green. The green is the least common. That's numbered to 275. Gold is 25 or less copies, and I don't remember the numbers for white and silver, but it will tell you on that Panini website. Byron Murphy, Arizona Cardinals, 349. And we're getting ready to come up to our points card, which, of course, replaced one of our hits in here. Boo points cards. No one likes you points cards. You have no friend around here, Mr. 400 points. Although he probably has more friends than he would have if he was a lower number, huh? Once again to 99 with the blue. That one's for the Green Bay Packers. And to 275, the Miami Dolphins. Our relic comes out for the Lions with one Barry Sanders. We need to have that autographed, right? Like, why can't we get Barry Sanders autographed? That's what we need to have happen. A little Barry Sanders love. So I say I didn't go back and ask you this, but is your username from Foghorn Leghorn? Now, some of you probably have no idea. You're like, who is Foghorn Leghorn? But it was a cartoon. Long time ago. He was in with, like, what was he? Bugs Bunny, Porky Pig, that whole group. The Looney Tunes group. And he was a rooster. And there was a little chicken hawk, a little baby chicken hawk that always followed him around and wanted to be like him. And Foghorn Leghorn, the big rooster, would talk to him, and he would start out and go, I say, boy. So I'm just, wondering if that's where your name came from. For sure. But anyway. So I think I did answer your question, even though I got sidetracked by your name, right? And I did let you know that everything ships in here. I think that I did. Which is always the case unless a listing says otherwise. To 275, Deontay Thompson. And here's Deontay Johnson. Deontay Thompson, by the way, is a Cardinal. Deontay Johnson is a Pittsburgh Steeler. Draft day white ink. Little tiny autograph. Like, he didn't take up any kind of space in there. He is a little bitty signature hanging out. Jonathan Wilkins. Is that Wilkins? Yeah, Jonathan Wilkins comes out next, numbered to 99. I'm going to take a little peek. Make sure I'm not getting you off on the wrong direction because I really don't remember him. Do I even have him written down? No, I don't know that I do. Do I have him written anywhere? I don't think I do. All right, he's going to sit up there in housekeeping, and I'll look him up. Later tonight, we'll look him up and find out what's going on with him. To 275, that was for the Rams. Hakeem Butler is coming up next. He is an Arizona Cardinal. Numbered to 149. Oh, Bonzo, you got the redemption for that Baker Mayfield. Was that not sweet, man? Gosh, that first case was amazing. For those of you who might not have watched it, case number 1 of this, we hit some incredibly good stuff, including a Baker Mayfield low-numbered autograph and a bunch of nice relics. Kyler Murray was in there. It was a really nice case. It's numbered to 99 for the Chargers. That's Keenan Allen. To 275, the Bengals. And the Raiders. Still hard for me to say it. Antonio Brown for the Raiders. Oy. I know, hurts my soul there. Okay, you said you are waiting on, somebody there said they were waiting on baseball. Yeah, baseball is our last break of the night. I'm hoping that we're able to do Noir basketball after we finish Luminance. Noir is pretty quick. And then we would be on Finest, but if for some reason we still have a bunch of unpaid stuff sitting on Noir, then we might reconvene and move Finest up and Noir back again. So we'll just see how that goes out. Darren, I'm just now reading back through some chat. You said you pulled an on-card Murray to 18 yesterday. Wow, man. That's nice. That's really nice. Wonder what that's going to sell for. I'd say quite a bit. That would be my guess. But we've pulled Kyler a lot out of the Leaf stuff, and we've pulled him once, I think, just the once out of here so far that I remember, to 275 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Clelin Ferrell for the Raiders. Clelin numbered to 149. This is to 275 Kansas City. No, yeah, Kansas City Chiefs. I had to look twice at that for a second. But yeah, that is right. N'Keal Harry. He happens to be a Patriot. Numbered to 199 for New England. We have a blue to 99 for the Broncos, followed by a green to 49 for the Chargers. A relic is making an appearance here for the Houston Texans. Whoops, that must be got a sleeve in the wrong stack there. We'll try that again. There's a nice little 2-color relic making us happier. It is numbered to 25. Just like the 2-color ones better. So, cool little Deshaun Watson relic. Headed to Houston. To 249. That's also going to Houston. Jalen Ferguson. Jalen is a Raven, I believe, to 149. Ravens have a lot of draft picks, or a lot of, they did have a reasonable number of draft picks, but they've got a lot of undrafted guys that have signed with them. So they have a bunch of cards in these early sets. I say, said it is for Foghorn Leghorn. Cool, man. Oh, I didn't even notice. I see now your picture is a Foghorn Leghorn. I didn't even see the picture until just now. But yeah, well, that tells you my age that right away, I see that and my head goes to Foghorn Leghorn, so, you know. Wes said, was I in a Cajun break of this a couple of nights ago? Are you talking to me? I don't know if you're talking to me or if you're talking to somebody in chat. But if you were speaking of me, I was not. But if you were speaking to somebody in chat, maybe they were. And Elijah's here too. Hi, Elijah. Number to 25, Jarrett Stidham, New England Patriots. Their next big quarterback project, or maybe not project, maybe just inherits it. You never know. Green Bay Packers, Rutkowski, numbered to 75. All the Packers, man, they have kind of lame autographs. Not all of them, a lot of them. Blue to 99 for the Packers, speaking of. And to 249, that was the Carolina Panthers. We have a relic for Alan Hearns and the Dallas Cowboys. That is numbered to 275 for the Patriots. And here comes another autograph for the Packers. Back-to-back Packers. James Lofton to 75. So somebody was maybe, just sitting on the assembly line and said, hey, let's make this whole box Packers. Who knows? This is green. It's numbered to 49 for the Ravens. And, well, they didn't make the whole box Packers because that is Ryan Finley to 299 for the Cincinnati Bengals. So, a couple of Packers and a Bengal. And a relic. We got an extra hit in that box, didn't we? Yeah, because we had 2 Packers and then the Bengal. And we also had the relic for the Cowboys, I think. So, yeah, got a little bonus. Woohoo! I like bonuses. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I just knocked my pack of sleeves off onto the floor there. MFK Sports Cards is telling us that Christian Wilkins is a Dolphin. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Or ma'am, as the case may be. I shouldn't assume that that's a sir. I'll just say thank you, MFK, for letting me know that Christian Wilkins is the Dolphins. I did not have that one in my wheelhouse. I haven't pulled it enough to remember it. And I didn't even have it written down, so there you go. Wes, you need some New York Giants love. All right, we'll see what we can do for you. Get the mojo geared up for you. Number to 275 for the Raiders. We have an Eagle, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Draft Day ink. Silver, it's hard to see, but it is there. If I get it, maybe there you can see it better at that angle. Some of these, I think they could have used new paint pens before they started. Some of them, the ink is a little hard to see. To 275 for the Saints. A second Byron Murphy out for Arizona. That is numbered to 349. Well, there's a nice little Pat Mahomes insert. I know you want a Pat Mahomes autograph, but I like that insert myself. Numbered to 100, Damian Harris for the Patriots. Montez Sweat. Montez Sweat is a Washington Redskin. That is numbered to 349. And there, of course, is blue to 99, followed by gold to 275. And there's going to be a relic for the Rams, but let's go ahead and look through the last of our base and clear it out, and then we'll get probably Kurt Warner in a sleeve. And yeah, that is exactly a Kurt Warner relic for the Rams. All right, we've opened 8. We have 4 to go. Rolling on down the hill here. Wes, what did you say about Panini quality control? Are you just talking about the fact that we've had bookends to some of these guys? Had a pair of autographs for the same player. Elijah, you have been striking out lately. Well, we need to try to get your luck changed around then, don't we? That is numbered to 49 for the Vikings, and the Green Bay Packers hit with Ripkowski again. Dang, Packers. And this one's numbered to 199. Looks almost identical to the one numbered to 75 now, doesn't it? Numbered to 275 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a relic, Allen Hurns and the Cowboys. Where have we seen that before? Oh, right, here, just a minute ago. But that one's a lot better than the first one. It is numbered to 49, and that is the kind of relic I like. Some pattern, multiple colors, interesting. My favorite kind of relics. And here we have the Jets to 275, and behind it, a hit for the Rams, Eric Weddle. Eric is an autograph and a relic. Woohoo! Numbered to 49. How about that, Rams? You get to beat the curve and take home both an autograph and a relic on one card. Ooh. The Rams to 275. Well, why not see Ryan Finley again while we're at it? Cincinnati Bengals, you can wallpaper a room with him to 299. That kid is in everything. Lots of times. As in, he must have spent an entire day sitting somewhere and signing stickers, because there is a lot of Ryan Finley to be found. A lot. Oh, you guys said that the chat is, gosh, really on a big delay tonight, it seems like. You all said it's delayed by like 2 minutes. Wow. It's normally only by maybe 20 or 30 seconds, so I need to probably take a look at the latency to find out what's going on with that. I'll try and do that before we break tomorrow. Sometimes when this broadcast software updates, it will do funky things and change settings that have been in place for a long time. And it is always possible that it changed the latency settings, so I'll look into that. Number to 100, David Johnson and the Cardinals. Antoine Wesley, Ravens, undrafted free agent, Ravens, to 349. And you think that there's a big hit coming? I hope so, man. I'd like to have a smoking hot hit out of here. To 99, Benny Snell, Pittsburgh Steelers. To 275 for the Titans, Marcus Mariota. For the Patriots, a relic, James White. And on we go. Looking for the love, looking for the big hit. Man, now we've got the Ravens on a big run, don't we? They've hit a bunch tonight. Tony Siragusa to 35 for Baltimore. Just kind of racking up on the hits tonight as well. Numbered to 25, there's Kyler for the Arizona Cardinals. So doesn't have ink on it, but numbered to 25, still pretty good little lick there for Arizona. Greedy Williams for the Browns, numbered to 149. That box is in the books. We're closing in on it. Oh, yeah, Wes, I had forgotten about that Lamar Jackson last year. That was awesome. So we hit a card that was Lamar Jackson, and it had the Louisville Cardinals, you know, their logo, obviously, you can probably tell by the name, is a cardinal. And the relic attached with the autograph was the Cardinals' head, and it was his full head. And the best I recall, it was almost centered. It wasn't like 100% dead centered, you know how they are with those relics, but it was probably, I don't know, 85%, 90% centered. And it was just a fantastic looking card. I had forgotten about that, Wes. Did you keep that or sell it? If you sold it, I hope you got a lot of money for it, because it was really a sweet little hit. This is numbered to 100 for the Saints. Preston Williams is a Miami Dolphin. That is numbered to 149. I haven't seen Preston much lately. To 99 for the Kansas City Chiefs. To 249 for the Browns. And next up is a relic for the Vikings with Dalvin Cook. Frank says breaking is his new addiction. Hey, welcome to the club, Frank. I think we could all probably say the exact same thing in reply to that. It is absolutely addicting. It is, you know, I'm the worst too. I would rather hit the card I'm looking for in a break, whether it's, you know, a box I open myself or a break that I bid on that is somebody else's break. I would rather spend more money and hit it that way, to 275, than to just buy it outright. I know that's stupid when I say it out loud, like I hear it and I know it, but it just doesn't have the same meaning to me if I just go buy it somewhere. Is that weird? I know. Philip Lindsay to 99 for the Denver Broncos. I know it is weird, but it's, you know, lights up that little reward center in my brain, I guess. That's all I know to tell you. Hey, Redmond, look what we've got for you. DK Metcalf and your Seahawks, numbered to 199, making you happy. Which it sounds like you've had kind of a bad day, so I am glad that that will at least make it better. Redmond had somebody got a hold of his debit card number, I think is what you said, and messed him over pretty good before the bank caught it, which that's happened probably to all of us, but at this point, it's definitely happened to me a few times. Never fun when it does, but fortunately they usually straighten it out pretty quickly. I say, says it costs about as much as going to a movie. Well, yeah, I guess that's true. Especially if you figure that you've got to use, you know, gas to get there. And if you're like me, you've got to have some popcorn or a soda or some kind of snack, which will cost you like a mortgage payment these days. It's to 49, the Panthers. Elijah Holyfield. Elijah is out for the Panthers to 349. I mean, they just get you at the movie theater. That's where they get all their money, is in concessions. It's to 99, Dwayne Haskins, Redskins. To 249 for the Dolphins with Minkah Fitzpatrick. A relic for the Chicago Bears, Tariq Cohen. Oh, and I forgot to say Last Box Mojo. Dang it, you're right, Wes, I did. I seldom forget to say it, but I did forget to say it tonight. Hey. What's wrong with me tonight? Forgetting Last Box Mojo. Oh, that's all right. You said it for us, so hopefully it's still going to kick in and make the magic happen. That's what we're hoping. Minnesota Vikings to 275. That's Irv Smith Jr. Another Philip Lindsay. What are the odds of that? Okay, not one, but two Philip Lindsays in the same break. Both, I think, were numbered to 75. So, mojo worked for the Broncos anyway. They're happy now. To 275, the Chicago Bears. And here's a little Miles Sanders going to wrap us up, I believe, with our last hit of the night. Miles Sanders to 349. And let me double check him before I tell you something wrong. He is an Eagle. Miles Sanders, Philadelphia Eagles. All right, so we're going to recap. Here's the deal. We're not going to recap all the numbered stuff because you saw there's a lot of it. But we're going to recap the couple that we had that were to 25 because they're low. We'll recap, of course, our autographs and our relics. We have a couple little housekeeping chores to do here along the way. One of them is going to be to give out that 400 points reward card. And the other one is to take care of Christian Wilkins here. And I know that someone was kind enough to already tell us who Christian Wilkins is playing for. And I absolutely know that you are correct about that. I feel the utmost confidence in it. However, I do always look them up if I don't know them myself. It's just a habit that I've gotten into over the years. And, yep, there we go. Of course, 13th overall pick was the Miami Dolphins, exactly as you said. And he's all happily verified now as a Miami Dolphin. And now we have this bad boy to give away. So I'm going to bring you along with me. This is a pretty painless kind of process. We're just going to copy all of the teams right here from our handy spreadsheet. Well, I'm trying to, except I'm way down there in Finest all of a sudden. My mouse is taking off on me. Then we're going to buzz over to random.org and paste them in there. And, except I hit the wrong button. Yeah. Okay, all right. I told you, man, they change some things around when they update this software. It always freaks me out for a day or two, but I get it together eventually. All right, so I'm going to scroll through here, of course, just so you can see that all the teams were, in fact, pasted in there as you expect them to be. I'm going to hit random one single time. Whoever ends up in the number one position after we randomize will get that 400 points card added to their tally tonight. And it comes up for the Detroit Lions. So the Lions are going to be adding that to their stash for the night. Well, okay, that's just a hot mess of I don't know what happened. I don't even know what that was. That was user error trying to write with the Sharpie. How do you have user error with that? I think the answer is too much Red Bull. What do you think? Possibly. All right, number 225, we had a Kyler Murray come out for the Arizona Cardinals, and then we also had a Jarrett Stidham to 25 for the New England Patriots. So, as I said earlier, there are lots of other numbered things, but our other numbered things were all 49 or higher, so we're not going to recap them just due to the vast number of them. We'll look at our relics first. That's Tariq Cohen for the Bears. Next up, you have Dalvin Cook and the Vikings. James White for the Patriots. And this is actually a nice looking relic to 49 for the Dallas Cowboys and Allen Hurns. Kurt Warner and the Rams. And next up, another Allen Hurns for the Cowboys. This little beauty is numbered to 25 for the Houston Texans and Deshaun Watson. The Raiders, this one still hurts me to say, Antonio Brown. Oy, I'm a Steelers fan. That's why it's painful for those of you who don't know. The Lions and Barry Sanders. Peyton Manning, Indianapolis Colts. Baltimore Ravens with Lamar Jackson, and the Kansas City Chiefs with Len Dawson. All right, relics are officially recapped. Our 400 points that replaced one of our hits, it went to the Lions. We used random.org to figure that out. And next up, we have Christian Wilkins, Dolphins, Miles Sanders. Who did I just say Miles Sanders was? Eagles, right? I believe that's what I said a second ago. Philip Lindsay, Broncos. Elijah Holyfield, Panthers. DK Metcalf, Seahawks. Philip Lindsay again for the Broncos. That was actually to 99. So one was to 75, one was to 99. Preston Williams is a Dolphin. Let's think about that a minute. Greedy Williams, the Browns. Tony Siragusa, the Ravens. Antoine Wesley, UDFA Ravens. Ryan Finley, the Bengals. And Eric Weddle is, of course, the Rams. The Packers have a hit, followed by Byron Murphy and the Arizona Cardinals. And Montez Sweat for the Redskins. I've got to hold that one at a little bit of an angle. I think you can see it better that way than if you look at it straight on. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, he is an Eagle. Ryan Finley, of course, we've already seen him. He's a Bengal. Another Packer, kind of a cool one though, James Lofton. And another Packer, Rutkowski. Jalen Ferguson. Jalen, I believe, was UDFA to the Ravens, right? Let's double check that. I'm pretty sure he's UDFA Ravens. But let's make sure. Actually, he's Ravens, but he wasn't UDFA. He's straight up drafted Ravens, I guess. N'Keal Harry, Patriots. Clelin Ferrell is the Raiders. Hakeem Butler is the Cardinals. Deontay Johnson is my Pittsburgh Steelers. Byron Murphy, Arizona Cardinals. And the Cowboys there with Tony Pollard. Trayvon Mullen Jr. heads to the Oakland Raiders. Miles Boykin. I keep wanting to tell you the wrong team for him. Ravens. Gotta remember that. Ravens. Darrell Henderson is the Rams. Riley Ridley, the Bears. Bryce Love is the Redskins. Deebo Samuel is the 49ers. Jeffrey Simmons is the Titans. There's Miles Boykin again. And A.J. Brown is also a Titan. All right, so that is the recap and the break for tonight on Luminance. We've got more Luminance that we'll be breaking in the days ahead, of course. Meantime, back at the ranch, let me take a peek here and see where we are in terms of how many teams are sitting unpaid in Noir. And then I'll let you know if Noir's next or if we're going to skip ahead to do Finest Baseball instead. Oh yeah, looks like we are good to go with Noir, so that is what's coming your way next. So Finest, if you're waiting on it, Noir will probably take us, I'm going to say something like 25 minutes maybe or so. Something like that. And for some reason hang on a minute, I've got something weird happening here. I don't quite know what it is, but maybe I can just work around it. Kind of weird something or another happening on in the background, but hopefully it's not going to cause us any problems. So once again, all of our breaks tonight, paid shipping breaks tonight. What that means to you is this: if you are in a break and you do not pull anything at all, meaning you don't even get a base card, you get completely and utterly, totally skunked, you are still going to get a package in the mail, and it will have consolation cards in it. And sometimes people have better luck with that, so you never know. Gives you another shot at it anyway. And right now, guys, I'm saying Tuesday to be on the safe side. That's the absolute latest this stuff would go out. I honestly feel like it's going to go out to you ahead of that time. Hopefully, it will go out to you ahead of that time. I think it will, but because I can't say 100% sure, and I don't want to disappoint anybody. We're going to say Tuesday at the latest and let it fly that way. So it is a 4-box case of 1819 Noir basketball. This is our second break of it. It came out just yesterday. And of course, it also ended tonight on eBay, the 13th of June. Same format that you saw on the last break, where we have our team names on one side and your eBay user ID is up in lights across from your team on the opposite side. And everything is now all paid for in here. So thank you, everyone, for getting that taken care of so we can rock and roll with a little Noir. Hopefully find some fabulousness in here. Because this is a very expensive product, so they need to give us some good stuff. That's how I feel about it anyway. You know, when they charge this kind of money for a case, we need to have some really good hits out here, I believe. So Darren is out of here, and I say, you were talking about, were you talking about the patch for the Lions is in the Lions colors, maybe? Oh, MFK Sports Cards, you said you got skunked? Oh, man. And Wes did too? Oh, guys, that blows. I am sorry. I was hoping I could turn around some mojo for you. Redmond, we at least got you a card, your DK Metcalf, so we know at least a little mojo was working for somebody tonight. Mickey, hi Mickey. You got the T-Wolves in again tonight. Let's see if we can make some magic happen for your Minnesota Timberwolves. Hopefully we can. Get the mojo flowing. So Noir has, well, good grief, one pack per box, and yeah, okay, the whole stupid thing trying to come apart on me there. And we have 7 hits in each box. They can be autographs, they could be memorabilia, they can be a combination of the two, but 7 hits per box. And then in addition to that, we're going to have 3 base cards. The base cards are numbered generally, but that's kind of how each box is structured, 7 and 3. Perhaps if I could actually have some success in getting them out of here, we would be a little happier, right? I can't get the box open. Eventually, we're getting there. So I do really like this product. I will say there have been past years where maybe I preferred the design a little more than this year, because I really liked some of the earlier years of this, or the earliest year of this, when there was a lot of black and white, and you know, it really had a noir feel to it. That's the name of the product. This year's version has some really cool stuff in it, and stuff that I like, but it doesn't have that same feel, I don't think. So while I do still like the product, I liked designs of past years maybe a little bit better than I do this year. But, you know, they've always got to update it to keep us happy, keep us coming back. So our first out is Donte DiVincenzo. It is numbered to 85, and it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Sacramento Kings and Buddy Hield, numbered to 85. And Dwayne Wade, Miami Heat, also to 85. Everything else from here is hits in this one. Zaire Smith for the 76ers to 99, relic. And this, is this numbered? Yeah, it is numbered to, what does that say? 65, Donte DiVincenzo, Milwaukee Bucks. A Kevin Knox relic to 99 for the Knicks. An autographed relic for the Nets to 99 with Musa, your rookie for the Nets. Oh, we haven't seen Muggsy in a while. Muggsy is numbered to 99 for the Charlotte Hornets. Behind that, numbered to 99 as well for the Pacers, it's Aaron Holiday. And then we have Kevin Durant. How you like that one? Numbered to 99. So Golden State, there's a nice little hit for you with KD making an appearance early out of box number 1. Showing off his fashion sense in there as well. All right, to 85 for the Hawks, it is Omari Spellman. Behind that is Donovan Mitchell for the Jazz, also to 85. Then comes the Cleveland Cavaliers and Jordan Clarkson to 85. That's a nice looking relic. It's to 25, Enes Kanter for the Portland Trail Blazers. This a dual relic, and we have 2 different teams on here. Kevin Knox and the Knicks, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Clippers. That card is numbered to 99, and it is going to have to sit up here in housekeeping. And we'll take a look at the spreadsheet to see if the same person owns both teams. If they don't, we'll use random.org to award that card a little bit later in the break. Here's Marvin Bagley relic for the Sacramento Kings, numbered to 99. And John Collins. I kind of like these sneaker spotlight cards. We hit one last night for Kevin Knox, and it was pretty cool. I do like these. It's numbered to 99 for Atlanta. Next up to 99, there's your T-Wolves, Mickey. Wally Zerbiak. Is that who we hit last night, too? Did we hit Wally for you last night? I think maybe we did. Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz, showing off his fashion sense, numbered to 99. And Michael Porter Jr., Denver Nuggets, relic and autograph to 99. Somebody just typed in, yes. Is that about Kevin Durant? Man, if that's just now coming through about Kevin Durant, then we really are like on a 2-minute delay or something in chat. That's a crazy long delay. I mean, usually it's just a matter of maybe 20, 30 seconds. So some of the settings must have changed when my broadcast software updated. I've got to look into that tomorrow. To 85, Omari Spellman and the Hawks, followed by, oh boy, Omari Spellman and the Hawks, numbered to 10 on that one, though. Vucevic to 85, Magic. Blake Griffin, Detroit Pistons to 99. Whoops, I just stacked that away with the base cards. I was just stacking away. No, Blake Griffin would not be a base card. He did have a little relic attached there. Lou Williams, that is the Clippers, numbered to, does that say 65 or 85? 65, I think that says. I have a hard time seeing the numbering on these cards. The Rockets to 99. Comes another sneaker. And it is Troy Brown Jr., Washington Wizards to 99. A little bit of a bad edge down there. Lower left edge and corner in particular. Maybe, well, actually all 4 corners on this card have seen better days. But, you know, not outrageously bad. But not perfect either. Miles Turner to 99, Pacers. And this ought to be interesting. Now, we hit Glenn Rice last night. Same card, basically, numbered to 99. Last night, he signed on the front, and he also signed on the back. Ah, yeah, same. Look, see? Crazy, right? I think he signed all of his cards on the back and then realized, like, whoops, I signed the wrong side. And so he just turned them over and signed them again. That's the only thing I can think of. And I thought last night, well, maybe it was like an anomaly and it'll be the only one. But we hit him again tonight. And, yeah, same thing. So, Yep, you spotted it. It is Luka for the Dallas Mavericks, numbered to 99. You were on it and spotted it right away. That's a nice little hit right there, huh, Jacob? Indeed, Luka and the Dallas Mavericks. The big hit of the box right there. So these are technically base cards, but it's framed. We have one of those per case. And last night it was split, had two different teams on it. Tonight it's solo, and it's all about KD and the Warriors. It is numbered 25. So it is technically just a base card, but in a cool little silver frame. So makes it that much better. Donovan Mitchell coming up, numbered 285 for the Utah Jazz. Kyle Lowry and the Raptors, numbered to 25. And we've got another dual relic. Ooh, it's Luka and Trae Young to 99. That's Hawks Mavericks. Sweet. That also is sitting up there in housekeeping. We'll have to sort it out here in a moment. Yeah, Jacob, the Mavericks kind of hit the gold mine without Luka. Numbered to 99, pretty good little, it's going to be a pretty good little hit for somebody. Make you a little money back on things. Rudy Gobert to 99 for the Utah Jazz. Kobe Bryant to 99, Lakers. And this is numbered to 65. Dante DiVincenzo out again for the Milwaukee Bucks. Another sneaker hit. Oh, it's Dwayne Wade. Cool. I like that. Miami Heat, Dwayne Wade to 49. Again, you know, four corners on this one. Kind of banged up as well, like our other sneaker was. Hamidou Diallo, numbered to 99. Oklahoma City Thunder. Chandler Hutchison, Chicago Bulls to 99. And last but most assuredly not least, it's Tracy McGrady to 99 for the Raptors. So we are going to recap all of this, but before we recap, we do have a couple of things to deal with here in our housekeeping. So first, let's talk a minute about what's going to happen, and then we'll just bang right through it, one right after the other. So we'll first go to the spreadsheet. We'll see if the same person owns both teams. If they do, great, no worries. If they don't, we'll go to random.org. I always enter cards in random, either top to bottom or left to right. This obviously oriented top to bottom means the Mavericks would go in first, the Hawks would go in second. I would hit random 3 different times. The first 2 will not count. Only the third and final random will determine where the card goes. Ditto with this, except it would be typed in Knicks first and Clippers second. And otherwise, the exact same scenario that we just went over. So let's roll ourselves back over here to the spreadsheet and see what's what. So first we'll take a look at the Knicks. That's JT Sports 23. Let's see if our Clippers happen to be the same. Nope, Clippers Mount Everest cards. The Dallas Mavericks, JT Sports 23, and our Atlanta Hawks, SPMC 1980. So it looks like we are, in fact, going to end up heading over to random to get both of these taken care of. So let me get you back over here, and we'll do Knicks and Clippers first. All right, and once again, it's the third random that counts, so pay no attention to the first one. You can also ignore the second one. Here comes our third and final. And there you see 3 times our date and time stamp. That one goes to the Clippers. So let's go ahead and go back to our spreadsheet and check out the second one. I'm going to just mark this one on the sleeve here real quickly for the Clippers so that I know where it goes. So we're now looking at Mavericks and Hawks, which we've already looked at, but for the sake of argument, there it is again. We see they are 2 different team owners, and that means we're just back right here again where we were a second ago, starting all over again with Mavericks and Hawks. All right, once again, ignore the first one. You don't need to look at the second one either. You do need to look at this one. There's our third and final, our date and time stamp. It ends up going to the Atlanta Hawks, which although Dallas probably would like to have had it, I bet given their choice, they're happier having hit the Luka autograph. That'd be my guess anyway. So we'll recap starting with this. Went to Trae Young and the Hawks using random.org. And this one, of course, went to the Clippers and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Once again, compliments of dear old random.org. You have Lakers and Kobe Bryant. There's that handsome Luka card numbered to 99. Sweet little hit there for Dallas. The sneaker card for the Wizards. The Clippers and Lou Williams. The Pistons with Blake Griffin. Denver Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr. And that is Donovan Mitchell for the Utah Jazz. Dante DiVincenzo for the Bucks. Rudy Gobert for the Jazz. Glenn Rice signed front and back for the Miami Heat. Miles Turner, Pacers. Steve Francis for the Rockets. I don't even remember pulling that. Isn't that awful? We just did these, and like already I forgot we pulled that one. Oh, I know. Another nice hit from this case, Kevin Durant for the Golden State Warriors. Followed by Aaron Holiday and the Pacers. There's Muggsy coming out for the Charlotte Hornets. Musa and the Nets, autograph and relic. Kevin Knox, Knicks. Dante DiVincenzo again for the Bucks. For the 76ers, Zaire Smith. Wally Szczerbiak for the T-Wolves, another sneaker. John Collins, Atlanta Hawks. Marvin Bagley for the Sacramento Kings. And Enes Kanter for the Blazers. Tracy McGrady for the Raptors. Chandler Hutchison for the Chicago Bulls. Hamidou Diallo, Oklahoma City Thunder. There's Dwayne Wade to 49 for the Miami Heat. And our framed card out of this case also, another hit for Kevin Durant. And that is number 25 for KD and the Warriors. All right, so Noir is in the books, Luminance is in the books, and we are now headed into Finest Baseball. So for those of you here for Finest, thank you for patiently waiting as we get down here to your product. And let me get our spreadsheet ready to go. And we'll take a look at that again. So one more time, Tuesday should be the latest that this gets on the way to you. I really want to get it out sooner than that. I think I may be able to, but because I don't feel 100% certain, I'm putting Tuesday in there, and I'm just telling you it's the latest, and I'm going to absolutely do my best to get it out to you faster than that. And, of course, I don't think we're going to have to worry about people not pulling cards in Finest or in Luminance. Everybody pulled cards there, I feel sure, or will. In Noir, if you got skunked, you are still going to get a package in the mail. It will have your consolation cards in it, and it will ship to you when the rest of the break ships, just automatically. So anytime it's a paid break, you're always going to get a package in the mail headed your way. So we are looking at the spreadsheet for this break of an 8-box case of Finest Baseball. This is a full case break. It is break number 4. Of course, it also ended tonight on eBay, Tuesday night, the 13th of June. Team names are on the left-hand side, winning bidders crossed from it on the right. The only difference is we had a couple of teams in here that did not get a forever home. That would be the Diamondbacks and the Marlins. They are marked there as no bids buyback on the spreadsheet. What that means to you is basically if anything comes out for the Marlins or the Diamondbacks, it just simply hangs out here with me, joins its brothers on Card Mountain, and everything else is going to come out the door to you. Okay, I'm getting, takes us as long to get everything out of the case and out of the boxes as it does to look at the cards, but it's usually worth it. Finest has some cool stuff in it, but it is a little bit of an exercise in patience getting it all out of the layers of packaging that this product happens to come in. James, you are asking when is Finest Baseball. You jumped in just in time, my friend, because we are starting it right now. Just getting ready to drag it all out of the boxes here. If you haven't done a break of this before, there are 2 mini boxes inside each master box. And each mini box has an autograph in it, meaning there are 2 per master box, 16 total in the break. Now, the way I prefer to do this is to go through and get all of our mini boxes out of the master boxes first, and then we start looking at them after that. It's just my personal preference. I like to get rid of the first layer of packaging right off the bat. Leave a little bit less to do once we get started. Because once I get going, you know, I just want to look at the cards. I don't want to stop and get a bunch more stuff out. Once we get going, I just want to look at them. So that's why I do it this way. And then, of course, once we get into each of our mini boxes, there's several packs inside each one of those. So that's why I'm telling you, it takes us a little while to work our way through it all. So in addition to the 1 autograph that we're going to find per box, per mini box, traditionally we will find some numbered cards as well, probably some inserts in here, possibly some refractors that are just base refractors, not numbered. The Finest Careers insert, of course, that's something they do every year. This year it honors Rivera for the Yankees. You see him there on the packaging. And that means we will find 2 die-cut cards, Finest Careers, for the Yankees and Rivera somewhere within the case. So that's how that works. There's several different design possibilities for those cards. I think there's maybe 6 or 8 different ones, but there are only 2 per case, so you kind of have to chase them a little bit if you want the whole set anyway. We are almost ready. As soon as I get the last little bit of plastic cut here, then we can put the utility knife away and just get down to business. That's where the fun starts, the good stuff. Tori's here. Hi, Tori. What do you have in here tonight, Tori? Who are we trying to work the mojo for you? And James Dabney might be. Are you in the break? James Dabney, I'm assuming you're in the break too. Who do you have in here? Who do we need to work on some love for your teams as well? So the thing about Finest, it's a pretty clean product. There's not a lot of hoopla about it, but it is fun to do. It's fun to open and look at, and I mean, it's pretty basic, but you usually get some good hits out of it. So blue chips, that's one of the inserts that we'll find. For the most part, they're not numbered. If we do come across one that is numbered, I will certainly flag that to you. Our first color is out right away, and it is gold for the Oakland A's, numbered to 50, and that is Chris Davis. So our first color of the night, headed to the Oakland A's. This is an example of just a base refractor. Those are not numbered. Obviously, they do refract, but they are unnumbered. We'll find 1 or 2 of those per box. Prized Performers, another insert series that we'll see throughout. For the most part, Not going to be refracted or numbered. If that varies, I will let you know. Whit Merrifield for the Kansas City Royals. And a green White Sox, Jose Abreu /99. Our autographs coming up here. And it is Corbin Burns for the Milwaukee Brewers. A little rookie pitcher there for Milwaukee is our autograph hit out of box number 1. Mini box number 1 of Finest, to be specific. Tori, you have the Padres and the Rangers. Okay. And you're hoping to get a Nolan Ryan autograph. All right, my friend, let's go for it. Let's try it. Hi, Brandy. Brandy says James has the Mariners. James Dadney 31 has the Mariners. All right. Well, let's see if we can't get some love flowing for the Mariners as well then. Well, for everybody, obviously. But, you know, those of you in chat who are jumping in there requesting mojo for your teams, we always like to give you a shout out. Trey Turner for the Nationals, base refractor. Prize Perfection Altuve. Zach Greinke, he's pitching tonight. Probably done by now, though. D-backs /250. In fact, I'm sure he's long since done. I think that game started at like 7. Cedric Mullins, refractor Orioles. Red Chipper Jones. What? That is awesome. This is why I love this product. This is why I love this product. What I don't love is that Chipper Jones signed it in the wrong spot. Like, dude, you were supposed to sign it down there in the big white spot. He signed it up higher, but that's okay. I'm still a little bit in love with that card. You know why? Because it's Chipper Jones, and it's numbered to 5. Woohoo! Atlanta Braves, you got yourself a nice hit tonight. Oh, Brandy says James Dadney is driving. So, well, good, Brandy. I'm glad you're being safe and texting on his behalf. I will tell you that we do sometimes have people in here who are driving and, like, watching the break and texting and everything while on the road. And I'm like, oh, no, don't do that. We do not want to, like, have you crash over a card break. So, Brandy, I am happy to see that you have taken over the texting duties while James Dadney is driving. See, right? Tori loves the Chipper Jones hit. He's celebrating with me. He knows why I love Finest, because it hits like that. But for real, don't you think if you were signing this card, like if you're Chipper Jones and you look at this card, wouldn't you naturally sign it in the big white spot? Like, why do you have to sign it up there? That's the only thing that keeps it from being just perfection, is the fact that he didn't sign it in the big white spot. Matt Chapman, Oakland A's. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's still going to make you a lot of money if you're the Braves to hit Chipper Jones to 5. So, or if you're, you know, maybe you're keeping it yourself. Either way, I'd say you're happy with it. We have a redemption in here. Boo. Goldschmidt, Cardinals, base refractor. The redemption, I am so mean. I keep those face down in our little housekeeping area until the very end of the break. I know, right? And then I flip them all over at once. And then once we flip them over and get a good look at what's on the other side, we roll over to the Topps website and take a look on there and just verify the team and stuff. Johnny, is that your card, man? Oh, it is your card. Good, Johnny. I am glad. That makes me happy because that makes you happy. You said he's your GOAT. Well, that is awesome. You were overdue for a really good hit too, Johnny. You were like definitely due. So that is, and it's your very first Chipper Jones autograph? Oh, even better that you get it to 5 for the first one. So awesome. Syndergaard and the Mets. base refractor. Polanco Pirates purple to 250. Hi, Scott Henderson. How are you? How's your evening been? Kyle Wright, Braves base refractor. Our autograph is Justice Sheffield for the Yankees. Yeah, usually the autographs haven't caught up to the trades in this product. You'll find that kind of throughout the season, not just this product, but the trades don't always catch up, or the autographs don't always catch up to the trades for a couple of products down the line. Well, Johnny, I am super stoked that your first Chipper Jones is that one. You keeping it yourself? Or are you going to, I'm guessing you're going to keep it yourself. Since he's your goat, I'm guessing that's staying right there in the old personal collection. Scott, you say you can't complain, so just kind of one of those average days. Yeah, I feel that. Kind of one of those average days for me as well. You know, nothing super exciting happened, but nothing bad happened either. Just kind of plugging along. A typical kind of Thursday, I guess. For the Braves, that is Colby Allard base refractor. And what else do we have? A Mike Trout refractor for the Angels. Dansby, gold Dansby to 50. Atlanta Braves are a little bit smoking in here tonight. Johnny, you're cashing in right and left. Kansas City Royals hit with Ryan O'Hearn. He got a tiny little autograph, doesn't he? Generally, you think of these guys being that they're athletes, they're elite, they're well-paid, they're well-known. You kind of figure they've got a pretty good ego, right? I mean, just wouldn't you by naturally if you had all that going on? So I always think their autographs are going to be, you know, big, bold, aggressive kind of autographs. But a lot of them aren't. A lot of them are kind of like that. Small or sometimes really neatly signed and much better penmanship than I have. Oh, Johnny, you're going to keep that one forever? All right, man. You should send it off and get it graded. It should probably grade pretty well. Finest usually grades pretty well. Torrey Hunter and the Minnesota Twins. Our autograph came out early in this box. Right away we saw it. Tukey for the Braves, base refractor, and Pete Alonso. A little rookie stud there for the Mets, purple to 250. It's funny, we were breaking some stuff early in the year, some Leaf stuff, and it was after what's-his-head got traded to the Mariners. Why am I blanking on his name? Been that kind of day. Ozzie Albies, Braves, base refractor. And blue D. Gordon, Mariners to 150. And after he got traded, the only thing left in the product that was going to the Mets was Pete Alonso. And, of course, at that point, nobody really knew Pete Alonso was going to turn out to be pretty good. And so everybody was kind of complaining, like, oh, man, you know, the only thing left is Pete Alonso. Well, yeah. Turns out, old Pete Alonso might be glad you have him along about now. Hi, Thomas. We just hit something for you. What do we hit? Were you the Twins or the Mariners? Or both? Could be both. You know I do a really poor job of maintaining in my memory who has what. I have to really think about it. I think it's because I'm multitasking whenever I break, you know, because I'm looking at the cards and reading off information and reading chat and, you know, all that stuff. So I think it just doesn't sit in my short-term memory very long. Brandon Crawford, Giants base refractor. J.D. Martinez for the Red Sox. And our autograph is Tukey, the Braves. You are crushing it tonight, Johnny. You're absolutely crushing this break. You're really doing quite well, man. So, you know, we said you were due, so here's your payday tonight. Torrey Hunter is yours. Okay, perfect. Minnesota Twins coming out rocking it for Thomas. Don't see a lot of Torrey Hunter, really. He doesn't come out super often, so it's not one you see really, like, super regularly. I don't, anyway. To 150, Cedric Mullins. That is blue for the Orioles. Trey Mancini, Orioles, refractor. A little Fernando Tatis. That's a nice one. I wish it was signed, but that's the Padres, a refractor. And our autograph is Ryan Borucki. Toronto Blue Jays are on the board with Ryan. Yeah, you're not kidding, Thomas. The Braves are hot tonight. They're definitely on a good little run in this particular case. Of course, you don't really pull red all that often either. This is our third or fourth case of Finest. I don't even remember, but whichever it is, that's the first red we've seen out of Finest at all. Is the chipper tonight. So Johnny says now he wants to just get crazy and pull an Acuna. Hey, stranger things have happened, right? Stranger things have happened than having a couple of big hits come out for one team. We've seen it before. To 150, there's Shohei Ohtani and the Angels. One of our die cuts is in here. I felt it a minute ago. Arenado, Rockies, refractor, and a Finest career, Mariano Rivera, for the Yankees. So those aren't numbered, but they are case hits. As I mentioned earlier, they do come out 2 per case generally. And there's a handful of different designs that you can chase if you feel so inclined. A refractor for Willy Adames and the Rays. Ooh, we got a little blue chip autograph. Hey, hey. I like it when the inserts are autographed because that doesn't happen too often. It is numbered to 99, and it is the Milwaukee Brewers. Jesus Aguilar to 99. So Brewers in the books. Ohtani hit the cycle tonight? Nice. You know, he almost hit it the other night when the Angels just pounded Kikuchi the other night. What was that? 2-3 nights ago, maybe. And I think he was a triple away from hitting the cycle that night. So tonight he hits the cycle. Fantastic. Good for him. Aaron Nola to 150 for the Phillies, blue parallel. I mean, at least the guy is still having some fun. Xander for the Red Sox, base refractor. Our other Rivera case hit, Finest careers for the Yankees. Because, you know, I mean, it's got to be a drag. The guy can't pitch until next year. We know he loves to do that. But he's got to be having fun now that he's getting back in the groove hitting. So, I mean, that's good. He can DH until his arm is ready to throw and still contribute. Joey Gallo, Rangers refractor. Tyler O'Neill comes out for St. Louis Cardinals. So we've had some nice vet autographs in here tonight that you don't pull super often. I always enjoy those. Yeah, I think maybe Shohei's kind of starting to get back in the groove, too. Because, you know, he's been a little sporadic since he came back a few weeks ago. DHing, obviously, having been out after his Tommy John surgery. And I think here, I would say really in the last week or so, he seems to be getting back to it, right? Like, I mean, he looks like himself when he's hitting, and he's starting to really get his groove back. So I'm glad to see that. Johnny says that Shohei is the first Japanese player to hit for the cycle in Major League Baseball. That's cool. I didn't know that. Really? I mean, I would have thought like Ichiro or somebody had done it, but no. All right. Steven Duggar, Giants. So there you go. We made history. Jose Altuve /99, Astros. Hopefully one of these days we'll be back off the DL. Maybe. Or the IL, as it is in baseball, I think. Ryan O'Hearn, Kansas City Royals. Christian Stewart, number 250. That is gold for the Detroit Tigers. With a little rookie ink headed your way to the Motor City. So, of course, we have plenty more finest to open. I don't know. I think I've already got another case or two of it already up and listed on eBay, but I have more than that. I'll probably have, I don't know, 6 or 8 cases of this in total, something like that. I enjoy this product, so I usually order a fair amount of it. Giolito for the White Sox, base refractor. There's an Acuna. It's not autographed, but it is purple /250. Sort of fulfilling your mojo request there, Johnny. Not 100%, but in the ballpark of it anyway. And there's Nicholas Castellanos, Detroit Tigers base refractor. Our autograph here happens to be numbered /99. It's Ryan Borucki again for the Toronto Blue Jays, the green parallel. We're closing in on it. We have 4 mini boxes left, which is the equivalent of 2 master boxes. So we've opened 6 master boxes. We have 2 master boxes remaining, which of course 4 mini boxes. Our refractor, Guzman, Texas Rangers. Do I see some blue? Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, I do. That is blue. It's for the Cardinals. It's /150 if Paul DeJong. He's been in a little bit of a slump lately, too. Actually, the Cardinals as a whole, wouldn't you say, are a little bit in a slump? I mean, that's how it seems to me anyway. They're all just a little bit out of it, like off their games. Not tremendously so, but not as good as they could be anyway. Whoops, somebody down there trying to hang out and miss the party. Alex Bregman, Astros base refractor. Yadi Molina. That was, of course, the St. Louis Cardinals. And there's Kirsch, purple to 250. He's pitching tonight for the Dodgers. That game's probably still going. I think it didn't start till, what, 10:15 Eastern or thereabouts. So he is probably still on the mound. And our hit is for the Angels with Francisco Arcia autograph. All right, we are last box mojo time. So this is, I know, you're going there are two there. But the two mini boxes make up the last master box. So they're kind of collectively last box mojo, the two of them. So hopefully we can find something else in here to make somebody happy. Well, it'll make somebody happy regardless, I guess. But let's say we hope we find something else that's a really big hit. Would be nice to end on a high note, so to speak. Blake Snell for the Rays. Rhys Hoskins, Phillies. To 99, Tatis. Padres. Oh, see? Look at that. Last box mojo comes through, baby. Right there it is. Woohoo! There's your Fernando Tatis autograph for the San Diego Padres. It is a refractor. It's not numbered, but it is still a sweet little hit there for the San Diego Padres. Nice. I like it. Tori was on it. Tori's over there typing in Last Box Mojo. You are on it, my friend. And see? Look, you and I together, we conjured up Fernando Tatis. I like it. Weird that they sent Paddock down, though, right? I mean, he's been pitching really well. Pete Alonso for the Mets. It must just be service time manipulation. They got to be bringing him back up in a couple of weeks. There's no way they leave him down there. Of course, they sent him all the way down to single A, but I don't think that's reflective of the fact that they think that's his talent level. I think that's reflective of the fact that the single A team's closest to the MLB team. Tim Anderson, White Sox. But I was still surprised that they sent him down. Oh my gosh, Johnny. Look at your luck tonight. It's not Acuna, but you hit Ozzy, man, to 99. That's, I mean, almost as good as hitting Acuna, in my opinion. I love watching Ozzy Albies. I think he's a lot of fun to watch, a good player, and another nice hit for the Atlanta Braves tonight. Meanwhile, we do have a little redemption that we're going to flip over here. We'll find out where it's going to go and then go to the Topps website and look it up to verify the team. Even if we know the team, which we probably will, we're still going to go look it up. All right. It is Matt Chapman, Finest Autograph Green Wave Refractor. So it'll be numbered to 99. That's the only wave pattern. We didn't hit any other waves tonight. And, of course, Matt Chapman should be the Oakland A's, but we're going to go over here and make it all nice and official-like. Because you know how I am. I'm a big nerd. I like to do it all up on the screen so everybody can see it and we're all on the same page. All right, now let me find Finest somewhere in this mess. There we go. And what did I say it was? Finest Autograph Green Wave Refractor. It'll just be under Finest Autograph, though. Not that, not that. Here we go. All right, so let's roll down and find Matt Chapman, and there he is, Oakland A's, as we expected. So he is all, whoa, shoot. He is all now happily verified. And we'd all be happier if I'd stop doing that, wouldn't we? I am so sorry. I'm having trouble with my switching tonight between my screens, aren't I? Okay, let's recap what we've got tonight. So our case hit die cuts for the Yankees. We have that one for Rivera and then this one. Our numbered cards that do not have autographs attached. That's Tatis to 99 for the Padres, to 250 Dodgers, 250 Braves, 99 Astros, Phillies to 150, Angels to 150. That is the Orioles to 150, Mariners to 150, Mets to 250, the Braves to 50, 250 for the Pirates, 250 for the Diamondbacks, 99 for the White Sox, and 2 straight up 50 for the Oakland A's. To recap our autographs, we have a redemption from Matt Chapman in the Oakland A's. It is a green wave, which means it should be numbered to 99. Ozzie comes out Atlanta Braves, numbered to 99. Tatis, San Diego Padres. Arcia for the Angels. Paul DeJong to 150 for the Cardinals. Ryan Borucki to 99, Toronto Blue Jays. Christian Stewart to 50 for the Tigers. Tyler O'Neill, not Arizona Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals. Sorry, football on the brain. And Jesus Aguilar for the Brewers, Blue Chips to 99. Ryan Borucki, Blue Jays. Tukey for the Braves. Torrey Hunter for the Twins. Ryan O'Hearn, Kansas City Royals. Justice Sheffield for the Yankees. Corbin Burns for the Brewers. And that incredibly handsome Chipper Jones card numbered to 5. Woohoo! Atlanta Braves crushed it tonight. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. All right, those are all of the breaks for tonight and our recap. I will put up spreadsheet info here one final time for anybody who didn't catch it when it was up one of the other times. We'll take one more glance at when you can expect things to ship, as well as what's coming up in the days ahead. So once again, Tuesday should be the latest that something from tonight gets out the door to you. I'm going to try my best to get it out the door to you faster than that, but it shouldn't be any later than Tuesday. Luminance and Finest, I think everybody pulled cards, not sweating that. If you got skunked in Noir and you didn't pull any card at all of any type, you can expect that you will get consolation cards in the mail, and that will ship out when the rest of the break heads out. So for the days ahead, you'll see every night but Sunday night, which is Father's Day. Every other night is a 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific start time. We're still experimenting a little bit with that, and we'll decide pretty soon if we're going to stick with that or go back to 9:30. So tomorrow night, Leaf Autograph Baseball Bats. That is a new product from Leaf. It comes in a case of 3. We're going to bust the full case of it tomorrow night, along with another jumbo case of Topps Series 2, jumbo and silver packs. Base cards do not ship to the teams in that particular break. It does have a separate bidding category. On Saturday, we're going to break Legacy Football, and it is the last of the Legacy that I have. Veteran Base has its own bidding spot in that break. On Sunday, Noir Basketball, a 3rd and final case. Also on Sunday, a 4th and final case of Flash Football. Monday, Luminance Football breaks again, and Finest Baseball breaks again. On Tuesday, we'll do a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autograph football jerseys, and another 8-box jumbo case of Series 2 with silver packs and base cards, once again having its own separate bidding category instead of shipping to the teams. So I think that's it for me tonight. All covered, locked, and loaded. We had some very nice hits in, I guess, all of our products tonight for the most part. So thank you, everyone, for joining me. I always appreciate you being here. Hopefully I will see you again tomorrow night, or if not then, sometime soon. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll catch you the next time. Bye now.